I can't believe that we're at the end of 2017. This is episode 31, closing us out for what has been a really fun and interesting year on the Riviera Firefly podcast. We've had over 5,000 downloads, which, for something that started out as an idea, a hobby, a community idea, a project to promote and share, all the wonderful businesses and activities and places that you can see here on the Côte d'Azur, well, I'm really proud. It's been a huge learning curve. I knew nothing about microphones and headphones, and some may say I still don't. RSS feeds was a foreign word to me. Editing the audio, the show notes, the intros, remembering to press record, not something I always remember even now. Gosh, there's been a few stories I could share, and it has been a lot to learn along the way. And of course we haven't always got it right. And actually it would have been a bit OTT of us if we had have started off with the perfect show, the perfect sound. We've had to test different ideas and themes and find our groove. Now, I keep saying us. There, of course, have been my fabulous guests who've been giving up their time for free to share and learn with me along the way. And I'm thrilled that they report back that they've been getting some results from sharing with us. Sausage the other day told me in Antibes, she was in episode 28, that she had a client in the very next day after the show aired looking for gluten-free sausages. And at one of the Christmas parties over the Christmas period here, someone came up to me and said that they listened to episode 26, they had a teenage girl, and they actually went and got in contact with Vonnie, the vocal coach, and they've signed up for her singing classes. These podcasts have had a direct impact on the guests that have been here on the Riviera Firefly podcast. Well, the rest of the us is our podcast editor in the States, so she helps me out for certain episodes because when I'm really busy with my day-to-day work, I just don't have time to do it all. But I also have my very own in-house family team backing me up. Mr. BB has been learning about the RSS feeds, website hosting, and lots more of the technology questions that I just sort of go, I don't know what to do with this, and he helps me out with that. And even our daughter Daisy, she's been helping record some of the outros that you hear at the end of the podcasts. Son Louis, he's really benefited from our company this year, our family business. So in the summer, along with two other teenagers, he pilot tested a new program for us at Kidduland. It was the Adolam Plus program where he trained as a potential member of the Kidduland team. He was only 15 years old, but this gave him a valuable work experience, and I say that in inverted commas, working in a childcare environment. So he's getting all the buzz of the activities that we were doing on the different programs, the tennis, the swimming, theatre, that kind of thing. But he was there shadowing a member of staff and understanding the childcare world. And this is great stuff for his CV. So this is a program that we're going to roll out again in 2018. And of course, you know, he does our intro rather magnificently. We get loads and loads of feedback about the intro and how professional he sounds. But did you know he also helps edit certain episodes, this one included, and has helped me with tech back stuff when I wasn't outsourcing it out to the States. He's even recorded another jingle for me in French, because of course he's perfectly bilingual, for a podcast that we're launching in 2018, which is going to be entirely focused on all things that are child related. So all this has really helped expand his own tech knowledge. I think it was this year that he even built me a teleprompt. He figured out how to do it from YouTube and built a teleprompt so that we could record our own videos for Kidduland, which we put on our YouTube channel. And it was a great experience for me and him to work together on that. So having a family business that your own children can cut their business teeth on has been a really rewarding thing in 2017. So I am really grateful for this podcast, for our business, and the opportunities that it's given me, my family, and all the people that I've been able to connect with this year. Up next is the owner of a new organic business in Valbonne, and our first French interviewee. Katia Laouar is the perfect example of how to work your own network and use social media to your advantage. Now, why do I say that? Well, I'd seen her business mentioned in my Facebook community group, Côte d'Azur Living. And she then friend requested me, person to person, not as a business. And so Bio Valbonne started to come up in my radar. I sort of saw it on the local map and it was registered in the back of my mind. And when I decided to run this festive series, I thought, that organic health food shop in Valbonne would make the perfect episode in the run into the new year. So we met recently in her shop and had a chat, and that's what we're going to share with you. So before I hand over to Katie, I want to wish you all a fantastic, healthy and happy new year. I like to give myself a word to live by in the year. This year it was travel, and I managed to tick that box. I was really chuffed to do that. I prefer doing that than doing a list of resolutions. I guess it's something to do with age. I can remember one word more easily than a list of resolutions. So I am going to have this year, the word is going to be believe for me. I'm going to believe in myself, believe that I can grow my business, and grow is the word that best sums up my business objectives for next year. So I leave you with the belief that we're going to meet again in 2018. I've already got some incredible guests lined up to share with you next year, and I do believe that together we are stronger and we help make a difference here on the Côte d'Azur. So, signing out the year, I leave you with Katia from Bio Valbonne.
Having successfully launched 3 businesses, bilingual mum to 2 and entrepreneur Antonia Bozan-Brown has connected with thousands of people, both French and international, since moving to the French Riviera. These connections allow her to speak with successful local businesses and inspirational people about life here on the Côte d'Azur and share it with you. Welcome to the Riviera Firefly podcast with your host, entrepreneur, and my mum, Antonia Bozan-Brown.
So welcome to the Riviera Firefly podcast to Katia in Bio Valbonne. So we're in the heart of Valbonne. Hi Katia.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Well, we were just chatting off air a second ago about your background. You're not originally from the Côte d'Azur.
No, I'm originally from the northeast of France, so the name is Vosges. So it's very cold country, very nice, like a small village, very quiet land. So.
And a lot colder than here. I mean, today it's got cold, right? We've got all the planes cancelled because they can't get in because of the snow and what have you. But in the run-up to Christmas, do you sort of feel Christmassy when you're here on the Côte d'Azur?
Yeah, especially in Valbonne because it's very cold here. And 2 days ago there was some snow, so I feel like home, so it's very cold. But I love also the sun and the sea, so it's good to
It is one of those things that it just lights your day when it's beautifully sunny. So we're in Valbonne, and right opposite the big car park where the pharmacy is. Your shop is right opposite.
Yes, exactly.
And you've been here how long now?
Now I'm open the shop a few months ago. I'm open in the half of March, so
okay.
It's not
so it's
so
very
long
recent.
Yes,
not quite 1 year, but you have a very entrepreneurial family.
Yes, exactly. For all my life it was like this. Is commercial people. They have a lot of shop, and when I came here 20 years ago, I was with my family in the Cap d'Antibes because they have some delicatessen shop. So it was great time, and now I have my own shop. So I'm very happy.
So growing up, were you helping in the shop in the Cremerie? You were helping.
I'm work with her, so yeah. It was a walk. So
great training actually to sort of see how it has to work about the ordering.
Yes, but for me it's like normal. It's my life, so it's. I can't say it's easy because nothing is easy when you do your own shop and your own society. But when you have a passion of your work and you love what you do, it's a lot of work, but you do that with passion. So it's
and
great.
So the delicatessen, you've got a tiny bit of a deli here with nice cheeses and things like that. So what made you come up with the idea to do an organic bio shop? Why that?
Alors, in fact, it was a long time, I think, to do that, and I want to try a special place like a small village like Valbonne with a lot of foreign people because I think it's very rich of idea and the people is open mind. So for me, the organic food, it's more for me because all my life I have a memory hit like this, and now it was a time for me, and especially with the whole passionate artisans, they also grow up your society with especially gluten-free, vegan, raw food, so it's so rich. And my idea, it was to have organic food, but also special organic with all the kind of different style of food for the different people. They need to eat differently. So it's why I try to do like this with my shop and still grow up with different kind of quality.
So I can see, like looking around this shop, which is beautifully laid out. I love the design of it and everything. It's really chic.
Thank you.
And it's all looking Christmassy.
Yes.
And so I see that you've got gluten-free bread. So this is fantastic. My dad actually, he's very, very allergic to gluten. So,
Yes.
and he lives in Valbonne. So I have to tell him that you've got this shop.
Great.
And I don't think that you can get fresh bread easily that's gluten-free here.
But in fact, I'm trying to try the artisans. They are very special, and I find one very great in Cremerie in Antibes, and we work together, and they deliver me fresh bread and pastry every morning. So
okay, wow.
And I work like this with all of different artisans. Like for the cookie is la Maison Charlotte Busset. The vegan food and traiteur is la Marmite Végétale.
So you basically set up and you're connected with lots of independents who are bringing it all to one place that people can come and buy. And obviously vegetarian, vegan. I see an amazing array of teas over there.
Yeah,
pukka teas.
Yes.
I love the spiced ginger, the 3 ginger pukka tea. It's my favourite.
And the 3 curcuma also.
Okay,
it's very
I've
good.
tried that one. Yeah, and turmeric and fantastic. So you had the idea to set up. I'm guessing that your family were able to give you some tips, some ideas, some advice.
No.
No, they
just
didn't.
Me.
Just you. So you thought, okay, and what was your first, what did you have to do to set it up? You obviously had to find the locale, the business premises, which is hard.
Yes, not so hard, because in fact, when you start to have the idea, so idea can have in your mind for few years. And after your idea grow up, and when it was the time to find the good local, because you have the focus on your idea, and you know exactly where you want to find your local, you start, of course, to try the local for your business. And for me, I was very lucky because I saw one people and I find the local, so it was good. But the idea was in my head for 3 or 4 years. So I make a lot of
I love that. I'm really believing in this right now, is that you can visualize what you want, and then if you focused on that's what you mean, right?
Yes, but in the beginning, you don't really know. You have the idea, and you must believe in you. You don't must hurt everybody when they say no, it's not a good idea. You don't arrive. We don't care about that.
A good piece of advice I was given is exactly that recently. Because I want to grow my business a bit, and I don't want to talk to too many people, because you know that people will come back to you and say no, and then it stops you, doesn't it?
Yes, but you must also speak, if that is true, with the people. They have also a society, and you ask the good question, and as these people, when they are open mind, and then help you a lot also, because you must know about the administration, about the contability, and when that is okay, you can grow up, because you have a lot of tax in France. So you must know exactly what you do. You must have a good expert comptable for help you
for
grow up the society. When all the administrative things is okay, after you find your local and you make your business plan also, of course, so you can know if your society can be stay in life for a long time, because this also it's very, very important. We must also be in the idea and be in the reality.
What about marketing? How do you, so you arrived here, you've got your shelves all stocked, you've got the keys, and then you need to tell people that you're here. So how did you go about that?
Before I opened the shop, you need generally 2 months or 3 months, it depends the time. And during this time for me, it was very important to have a maximum of visibility. So I use the very free publicity. It's internet by Facebook and Instagram, because you must be clever. You don't have a lot. Not everybody have a lot of money for make a lot of publicity, because it's very expensive. So you must be malin and clever and try to speak with a lot of people.
And that's how we got connected, actually. You asked to be my friend on Facebook because I run Côte d'Azur Living.
Exactly.
So that's
it's just
how we
like
started to
we say
connect,
in réseautage.
Yeah.
So you just must try. You just give
Work
to
your
the
network,
people.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And after, if the people respond, and it's just free, just a communication, free communication.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like when you speak with the people.
Because you can quickly spend money on Facebook and Google Ads. It can go quite quickly.
Yes, and it's also a big mistake for me. Facebook is Instagram because so many people is connecting, and it's so great because so many people is happy for you, or they have some idea. They try to help you too, and it's also with the internet. I find my very good traiteur vegan, la marmite végétale.
You're vegan, okay.
Yes, she was she have not a shop at the moment where we was connecting, and after I opened mine, she opened her own
she was
shop.
inspired to do that.
So
wow.
it was great. It was the same adventure in the same time. So no, it's nice.
What's the feedback from people being? So your clients, what are they saying? Your clients
when they come in the shop, they were so happy. It's so nice because honestly, everybody is very happy. They say, "Oh, it's good idea. We miss organic shop in Valbonne." So we are very happy.
It's a big surprise that there wasn't one here already. There's a real gap in the market.
So yes, it's necessary. It's also necessary to have a very good contact, and I try to help customer for the best I can, and try to find the special food they need. So it's not very big shop, but there are a lot of things, and the things very important is I can have everything in one day after you make an order.
Okay.
So
really, a client that's really responding to the customer needs. They can come in and have a specific need, and with all your contacts, you can get that in, which is amazing.
I think the service is very important for stay in life. So
what's been difficult then since you started in March? What have you found to be the big challenge?
It's not very difficult for me. I don't know for the people. In the beginning, when you are in the adrenaline for the creative shop, and you are very with a lot of energy, so you grow up, and when you are when you have your shop and you open, after, the most difficult is the hours you must to do, because in the beginning, of course, and the rest of the years, you must have a lot of presence in the shop.
So you're open obviously Saturdays.
Yes.
And you said you're open Monday afternoon.
I'm open every day except Sunday afternoon and Monday morning. Yes, it's necessary.
That's quite rare.
Yes. So you need a lot of energy, and I have a good equilibre, and you must be sportive also, not especially in your body, but you must be in the good balance for be strong. But everybody can arrive. You just must know sometimes it can be difficult, but when you are your family and very good friend, it just like this is life. It's not.
And for the moment, it's just you working. In the shop. Yes,
yes.
You're doing everything.
And also, I'm work also 2 mornings with my father.
Oh my word!
Yes.
In the Cremerie, down in the Cap d'Antibes.
No, we sell the Cap d'Antibes a few years ago, and we have a second shop in Gion-les-Pins. My sister have with my family. So I'm here, and my father also work with me. So it's necessary also to have a person for help you in the beginning. Just few hours, but you must, because after 1 year, if you do that too long, it's not well for everything.
And it's so true. Finding that balance is really hard. That sort of finding that me time of spending time. It might just be a walk in the forest, or it might be you need some space away from.
This is
I think
for me the most difficult. Find the good balance and stay in the balance for all the time, because you must to be strong for that. Yeah. But when you arrive, it's really easy. It needs a lot of discipline.
And I think as well, I don't know about your business, but mine is it fluctuates. So that for me, the summer is crazy. It's so busy, so I can't take so much time off in the summer. And I imagine for you, it's busy here with tourists.
Alors, it's special for the moment. I don't do exactly 1 year, so I can have the recul.
Yeah.
But of course, in July and August, there are more people. But also, I'm open non-stop, so it's why also. And for the rest of the years, for the moment, it's very regular in Valbonne. So it's quite comfortable. It's not so, because also maybe it's a food shop, but for the moment it's good. But I try also to stay in the good balance, and I try to have a good idea. I make also in place in the bio basket for another customer, so I try to make the delivery in Montsartou, Mougins, Sofia. Yes, I try to move every time, but.
And what's going to be on your Christmas table this year? So on Christmas Eve, les veilles de Noël.
Yes.
What will you have from your shop on your table?
On my table, so I think I have a lot of very, very good things.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a raw dessert and vegan foie gras. It's a happy duck, so it's very, very good. It's very healthy, and of course I eat very good fish and good wine and champagne also, because it's also very important.
And it's interesting that you're running the vegan-vegetarian part, because I've been vegetarian since I was 16 years old.
Yes.
And one time in France, I was probably about 18 or 20, I was in France, and someone just did not understand why I didn't eat meat.
Of course.
And gave me their psychologist's phone number because they felt I should go and sort out my mental problem. So do you think that things are changing?
Yes. Alors, we know the France, it's every time late about the another country. So now the people start to open mind, but Valbonne, I still say it's very special because very foreign people don't. It's very open mind. But now the French people start also. It's very curious, as they can understand also. It's very healthy for the body. They try to do. Every age want to try. So it's very good. I think I'm arrived in the easy moment for me for propose this food, because before it was more difficult.
Yeah, and like you say, Valbonne is probably more accepting. It's more ready than maybe middle of France, tiny village might be.
But also the very, very young people ask me a question, and I can see now the small children love food, and especially fruit and vegetables. They don't ask me really for sugar or artificial things. So I'm very surprised sometimes.
So things are changing for the positive, which is good.
So it's good, huh?
So since you've been here on the Côte d'Azur, what kind of places do you like to go to find your balance, your équilibre? Where do you go on the Côte d'Azur? On your day off, your morning off?
Alors, when my day off, I try to do a sport, because for me it's a balance. It's focus for my energy. I do CrossFit. It's CrossFit Antipolis in Montsartou, but also I try to run around the Cap d'Antibes near to the sea.
So beautiful down there.
Yes, when it's not raining, of course.
Yeah, not today.
And I try to swim a little bit also, but I go in La Boca in the Olympic swimming pool with warm water and open sky, so it's great. It's great.
Okay,
yeah.
I don't know.
But I try. It's not so easy, because sometimes we can be tired, and we just to be relaxed and just take a coffee and be relaxed on home.
That's a good one. I'm going to put that in the show notes. And so the show notes are basically on your mobile phone when you're listening to a podcast. You can click the image of the Riviera Firefly podcast, and there'll be all the web links from our talk.
Yes.
So this is the moment for you to tell me how people can find you. What's your Facebook page called?
Alors, my Facebook page, I have a professional Facebook page with the name of the shop is Bio Valbonne. It's very easy. I have also personal but professional Facebook page with my own name, Katia Laouar, and I have an Instagram account with Bio Valbonne.
Perfect. Okay, well, I will put those links in the show notes so that people can click on it easily, or from our website. Well, thank you ever so much, Katia, for opening up early to show me around your shop. I love it, and I hope that you have a really great holiday season and Christmas, and look forward to hearing from you in 2018.
So thank you very much for your interview, and I am very happy to meet you, and Merry Christmas to you.
Thanks, Katia.
This episode was brought to you by Riviera Firefly for Côte d'Azur Living by your host and my mum, Antonia Beauvoisin-Brown. Please subscribe, like and share. Until the next time, au revoir les Fireflies.